Brown finds Nash with Hart on him.
That's not where I would have went.
Bell undecided, weaving through traffic. Olynyk over the top and tips it in.
Kelly Olynyk was like a radar to the rim on that shot by Bell. Got the tip, and then the second one he was able to nestle into that netting.
19 points all in the second half for Kelly Olynyk. Close in on 2 to go in a 1-point game. And now Gonzaga with under 2 to go. They got a chance to take the lead.
Well, we've seen them do in the second half, obviously, is go inside. Looks like they're going to go spread, pick and roll right here.
Pangos has made only one shot. The story has been Olynyk, who's able to gather it in and put it home. 21 second half points for Kelly Olynyk, and the Zags retake the lead.
What they did, John, they ran false motion until they could get Olynyk isolated at the top. Well, here's the first basket. Watch Bell get it up on the rim. Olynyk doesn't finish the first one, but then he gets the tip. But this is what you'll love. They isolate Olynyk to drive on Cobbins. Remember, he looks to invite contact, gets contact, and throws Cobbins off balance a little bit. He's the only one there to get the tip in. Pretty good second half.
Very good second half. And again, he has showed off the skill set that he possesses. A guy who can step out and shoot it, but soft hands, nice touch, and we've seen it here. Native of Canada. Again, the Zags, the favorites in the WCC. One of their rivals, St. Mary's, will be in action after our game as they'll take on Harvard. You look at rivalries in college basketball, and out west, I mean, you can make the argument in recent years the best rivalry out west, talking west,
yes,
has been St. Mary's and Gonzaga.
And St. Mary's finally dethroned the Zags last year in Las Vegas. Randy Bennett's done a masterful job of building a winning program that has sustained time. Good dish.
Nash lost the handle for a second. Forte. And now Brown.
He's got
Smart
it.
to rebound and the putback.
Look who's got it. Now that's your point guard.
He does it all.
Watch this shot go up, but more importantly, if you're watching, watch number 33. He's going to be sneaking, and then he's in the right place at the right time, John.
Marcus Smart, 23 points. He's got 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Let's send it back to the studio. We check in with Chris Cotter.
John, where's Waldo? Brad Waldo? Well, he's over on ESPN News.
No, he's usually at the other end of a Dellavedova pass.
Harvard and St. Mary's tipping on news, and then he'll be over on ESPN2 following the conclusion of our game, John.
Chris Marcus Smart, a career-high 23. His putback has given the Cowboys a 1-point lead, 1:03 to go.
Now, if you're Gonzaga right now, you're going to play, as we said, in the second half from inside out. They have played through Olynyk and Harris the entire second half. What they like to do here, and they've just done it a couple times, is fake what I call false motion. Move the ball a few times, and then get Olynyk or Harris in an isolation situation where they can either drive it from the top or coast it.
Here we go. Under a minute to go at Gallagher-Iba.
They can't get it.
Pangos looking for space. Bell wide open.
Boy, did they probe that defense for most of 35 seconds. That was brilliant basketball by Kevin Pangos.
Got to give credit to Gary Bell Jr. Suffered that knee injury, looked at times a little tentative, buries the wide open jumper when they needed it.
They tried to go inside, they tried to ISO those posts. Pangos drives it, kicks it back behind, and you know what? Sneaky little screen by Mike Hart on that weak side, wasn't it? Look at that screen.
Got out delayed Phil Forte from closing just enough. And so the triple there for Gonzaga. 6th three-pointer of the game for the Zags. 4 for Pangos, 2 for Bell. And here we are, the road team by a deuce.
Now, here's what you have. Oklahoma State out of timeouts. They have to have a play for the zone defense, which they've seen for most of the second half. They also have to have a play that will work against man-to-man. If they go against the man-to-man defense, you've got to have the ball in Marcus Smart's hands. If it's against the zone, you've got to get good ball movement to one of your scorers in their strength area. Forte from 3, Markel Brown maybe in the mid-range game, inside. But I got to think you got to have the ball in Marcus Smart's hands.
They've gotten Smart this year as the freshman from Texas has led the way in this one, a career-high 23. Possession arrow, by the way, belongs to Gonzaga. 16 fouls on the Bulldogs, 9 on Oklahoma State. How quickly do you run it here?
You get the first good shot you can because your trail looks like it's going to be man-to-man. Travis Ford quickly calls a play.
Mangos on Forte. Now Olynyk is on Smart. And the foul. Smart will shoot 2. And that'll do it for Kelly Olynyk. His 5th.
Smart got that ball back, looked at the shot clock, realized he had plenty of time, and the mismatch. So he drove his body into Olynyk because Olynyk was really never established defensively. Take a look now. There's the drive. See, Olynyk is still moving. He never established legal guarding position. He couldn't get out of the way because Smart initiated the contact.
So Olynyk is done, 21 points, all in the second half. Didn't even put up a shot in the first half, saddled with foul trouble. And Smart at the line, 83% for the season. Ouch.
So now you got to ask yourself, do you play for the miss? I say no. Make the shot, set your press up, try to steal it, and foul right away because you have plenty of time to go end to end once Gonzaga shoots their free throw.
You're asking yourself good questions. You stole my tee up right there. Missed them both. Harris, the rebound. Got a foul now. Got a foul.
And I'll tell you what Elias Harris did. When they didn't foul him right away, he got it to Pangos. And that's a heady play.
So Pangos will go to the line. And really, Pangos, if he buries them both, can come pretty close to ending this thing. Not quite, but Pangos on the season 75% from the line, 3 of 4 in this one.
See, now that was the big one. If there's a miss right now, if there's a miss, you've got about 4 dribbles to get a good shot. If it's a make, you might want to think about calling timeout if you're Mark Few, but you definitely don't want to foul because you're going to win this game if he makes it.
Pangos buries them both, and Mark Few does call timeout. Back to the studio and check in with Chris Cotter.
All right, John, while we await the conclusion of our game here in Stillwater, just want to remind everybody that Matthew Dellavedova there on the right, and his Gales, the St. Mary's, taking on Harvard. They're just tipping it up on ESPN News. As soon as our game finishes, they'll slide that game right over onto ESPN2, John.
All right, Chris, so we await that game right here. Mark Few's team trying to pick up what would be a really nice road win. Number 10 or number 10 in the country, 10th ranked Gonzaga, and number 22 Oklahoma State.
Now Mark Few is bringing Shemek Karnowski in the game. I don't like this move, and let me tell you why. If they were able to pick up a blocking foul along the baseline on Karnowski right here, because he's going to be up there jumping around like a crazy man, you could make a free throw at the other end because it, and then miss the second shot and get a three. It's not going to happen.
Forte hoists that, got it at the buzzer, and that's the ball game. Gonzaga wins on the road by a point. Huge win for Mark Few's team as they come into Gallagher-Iba and take one from Oklahoma State. That'll do it here from Stillwater. For Fran Fraschilla and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi. Gonzaga wins it here in Stillwater. Let's send it out to Dave Fleming and Sean Farnham in Moraga.